Hi Taurus, this is your lunar eclipse slash 2019 overview reading, and I'm very excited to be doing a forecast for you because there is a lot of changes that are happening um, after the after the um, after the lunar eclipse. So it's very exciting because new things are going to happen. Now, the first thing that I want to focus on is I want to focus on Uranus because Uranus is going to be entering your sign in March. Now, Uranus briefly was in your in your in your sign for a while. I believe it was around March 2018. So you might have felt a little bit of changes during that time of some of the things to expect that are going to be coming up. I'm just going to pull up the chart here on my phone. And I want to expand my display because my display is literally turning off very quickly. Okay. So okay. So Uranus is going to be entering your sign in March 2019. Now, Uranus is the planet of changes and surprises. And I think the main thing for you is the main message that I want to get across to you, Taurus, is that, you're a very fixed sign. That means you're very set in your way. You know what you want. Once you're committed to something, you stay committed and you blaze through things. And, to get you to stop doing something, to get you to quit something, it's very difficult for you to do. Now, with Uranus entering your sign area of your sign, whether you're sun, moon, or rising, there's going to be changes happening, and you could have felt the changes already 6 months or 6 months after this lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse that's happening is taking place in Leo at 0 degrees, and it's opposed Aquarius, and Aquarius and Leo are both fixed signs like Taurus. This means that something in your life is changing now, and you may not like this change. Okay, you may not like this change. You may think, you know what? You see this change and you see this change happening. This change could have knocked you off your chair, literally could have knocked you off your chair, and you still, are set in your ways and you still want to stick it out in whatever situation that you're in. This could be in relation to your family. It could be in relation to your relationships. It could be in relation to, your finances. It could be in relation to your job, your career. There's some change taking place. Now, I don't know exactly where it's happening because I cannot see your chart. If I could see your chart, I could tell you exactly where this is happening. However, the main thing is that if you allow these changes to happen for you, you are now opening a new door for something better to come in. But here's the thing, a lot of the times we have a lot of fear. Okay, when things change, I think that's why a lot of people don't like change, and it's not just Taurus. A lot of people don't like change. But when we fear change, or we think, oh, I'm not going to get something better than this, or oh, I'm only good enough for this, or whatever you're thinking in your mind that's holding you back, you really have to ask yourself why you're holding on to something that no longer serves you. You may have something in your life right now that is no longer serving you. It's literally no longer serving you. You could be getting sick from it. You could be getting upset about it. You could be, just it's draining your energy. And if this is the case, it's really important that you move forward in whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are for 2019. Because once that happens, you're going to have an easier time accepting the things that are going to come into your life. You're going to accept, you're going to be able to let go of the things that are no longer serving you, because you're opening yourself and you're having the faith and the confidence to know that better things are coming. Better things are coming to me. Better things are coming in for me. Okay? You may have let go of something that's no longer working for you. It may have been a relationship. Maybe you're still in a relationship that is no longer working for you. And you might ask yourself, why am I still here? Sometimes we think we're not good enough. We're not worthy enough to meet somebody new. Maybe we're in a job that we don't like. Whatever the case may be, ask yourself this question. Am I able to accept change in my life? And if you're a little hesitant about that, if you're not sure about that, then you really, really, really have to ask yourself, what is truly important to me? Because here's the thing, you have Uranus entering your sign in 2019 in March. Uranus is the planet of unexpected changes. It's the planet of surprises. It's the unconventional sign of Aquarius. And when that enters your sign, things are going to be a lot different. Things are going to change whether you like them or not. Now, Uranus is not very comfortable in Taurus, okay? Because it's an air sign. Air is very, and they're, here one day and they're all over the place. Taurus likes stability. They like to have continuous stability. They like to have peace. They like to have quiet. They like security. You need security in your life. And Uranus is not security. Uranus is all over the place. It's literally like this. You don't even know what to expect from it. So my advice to you is to really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, how can I let go of the things that are not serving me anymore? And I'll give you a bit of examples of what I do when something isn't serving me. When something is no longer serving me, I meditate on it and I say to myself, you know what, I'm going to let this go, or I'm going to remove myself. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from a situation, maybe go to a friend's house or take a vacation or take a break or something like that, so you can better understand how you feel about a situation. Because sometimes you might be in a situation and you might not really understand it because you're in it. But once you remove yourself from a situation and you can look at the situation, with a different perspective, then it gives you a better idea and a better understanding of how to deal with something like that. Okay? This is a general reading, so if it doesn't apply to you, please look at your rising sign, please look at your moon sign, even your Venus sign, to get a better idea of how this affects you. Mainly, I tell people to look at their rising sign because that correlates with the houses in your chart. And the houses in your chart will determine more than any other sign that you want to look at. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the north nodes. The north nodes in your chart, in the general chart, the collective chart, the north nodes are in Cancer and Capricorn. Now, Cancer rules the home, and Capricorn rules work and job. What these energies are asking of us right now is we need to figure out how we can balance these two energies. So some of you may have been overworking yourself, or maybe not spending enough time with your family, or maybe there's problems at home, or maybe there's problems in your job, whatever. You really have to know how to balance these two energies. That's the key here, is to be able to balance these energies. And with the lunar eclipse that's happening now, things are changing. A lot of things are changing now. And if you can sweep away whatever's not working for you now, it's going to be a lot easier to deal with these north nodes that are happening, because the lunar and solar eclipses, whether they're partial or total, they're going to be happening in Cancer and Capricorn. Now, Capricorn is a very harmonious sign with Taurus, because you guys are both earth signs. But the south node is in Capricorn, which means when we look at the south node, we're looking at something that, you know, we want to move away from that energy, and we want to focus more on the north node. The north node is focusing on how do we achieve our higher self, our higher good. So there might have been some, you know, neglecting of the family, you know, spending more time with your family and not always overworking yourself and pushing yourself to, I'm not saying don't work, you should work, but also keep in mind that family is important. Spending time with family and enjoying family is something that really can nourish you. It can really make you feel better. So, you know, if you're lacking energy right now, one of the things is you might be lacking energy. Why are you lacking energy? You might be restless. You might not be able to sleep at night. And this might be because Aries is in your 12th house. Okay. And when Aries is very far away, either far away from our sun or, you know, in the 12th house, especially if you're a rising Taurus, you're going to feel a little restless. You're hard to sleep, you know, not a lot of energy, kind of drained. You're going to get back your energy once Mars moves into your sign, which is, it's going to be very soon that, Mars will be entering your sign. Mars currently is in Taurus right now, so it's in Aries, which is very good for a lot of people. It's a very good sign because Mars is in harmonious angles with Aries. Okay. So right now you might feel like there's not a lot going on for you, but there will be a lot going on for you after March. After March, there's going to be a big changes. And if you don't accept those changes now, I'm sorry to say the changes are going to come and slap you. They're just going to come into your life. And you know what? Change is not bad, because change helps us grow and it helps us build character. And it's going to change the way that you've been experiencing your life, experiencing relationships and all of that. But when we're really resistant to change, it can hurt a lot more than if we're willing to make that change ourselves. Okay. You have a lot of planets in Capricorn right now, which is extremely good for your sign because Capricorn does very well with Taurus. And the good thing is that here's the thing that I want you to know about these changes, because the main forecast for Taurus is change, like big change, like huge change. But right now, I think the reason why you're not changing is because you don't see the changes being beneficial to you, but they are. You just can't see that the changes that you're about to go through, you don't think that they're going to benefit you. But I'm telling you, you may not see that it's going to benefit you, but you will see that it will benefit you later on in, I'd say, March or April. You're gonna probably have an aha moment where you're like, oh yeah, oh, these changes are like, I thought they were gonna be bad, but oh my God, I feel so much better. I feel better about my life. I feel better about myself. I feel more confident now. I feel, so, it's almost like you're gonna experience, like, I would say almost a reinvention of yourself. You're going to be reinvented this year into something new and exciting. And it's just amazing because I think for a very long time, you've experienced a lot of things that that might have been challenging for you. And the good thing is that all that's going to change now. So I really, really hope that you're ready for these new things that are coming into your life. Some of the things that help me with change, because sometimes I think when you're experiencing change, because I'm a very stubborn person myself. When I'm experiencing change, and I'm looking at the moon right now, it's so beautiful. When I'm experiencing change and I can't accept change in my life, I go and I take a salt bath. I go and I sit down in a salt bath and I put my intentions in that water and I say, you know what? I want to be able to let go of what's not working for me anymore. And I ask the universe, I ask God, and I say, I don't know how to accept these changes, but can you show me how I can accept these changes? What do I need to do to accept these changes? I surrender myself. And here's the thing, when you surrender yourself, you give yourself more power. You know, people think that if they hold on to something, it gives them more power. You know, being able to release something that no longer works for you is one of the most challengingest things that you can ever experience in your life. But when you do it and you do the steps, that you need to do in order to release that energy, I'm telling you, you open a door for something way better to come in. Can you imagine if you didn't let go of what no longer served you or serves you? How would you be able to accept something new into your life? I use the analogy of a car. Okay, you have this car in your driveway that is old and rusty and it's been there for such a long time, and it sometimes it breaks down and you get frustrated because you're like, this car keeps breaking down and I want a new car. But you're so afraid to let go of this car, even though it still kind of works. You're so afraid to let it go. You're so afraid to sell it. You're so afraid to give it away to somebody because you have so much history with this car. And so you hold on to this car and you hold on to it and you hold on to it and you hold on to it, and it slowly continues to break down and it continues to break down, and then one thing happens and then you got to take it to the mechanic, and then you got to spend all this money, and then you're spending all this money and you're spending and and now if you just got rid of the car, if you just got rid of the damn car that doesn't work for you anymore, and you had that space open for a couple of days or weeks, you would naturally attract something new and better, because now you've given space. You've now opened the space that was occupied before by something that no longer serves you. So it's difficult for the universe. It's difficult for God. It's difficult for even you, okay, through you, to attract something better, because something's holding you back. And you really got to know when to say, okay, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I've done everything that I can to make the situation better. So Mars is coming into your sign. You're going to have more energy. You're probably going to have more energy to make changes as well too. You might be sitting down and still thinking about these changes. Are these changes good? Am I making the right decision? What should I do? And it's really up to you. But I'm going based on what I see, that if you make these changes and you move forward, I promise you, you're gonna have something better in your life. Something better is gonna come in, and you're not gonna feel as stressed and worried as you may be feeling. When you're against change, stress, anxiety, all these things manifest in your body, and sometimes you're not consciously aware of them. So please, if you're gonna make these changes, get ready for something better to come into your life. Okay. Another thing that I want to mention now, you have so Jupiter just left your partnership seventh house and has now entered into the eighth house. So you could have a lot of opportunities this year in regards to joint finances, joint finances, tax returns, and all of that, that really benefit you because Jupiter is in your eighth house now. So it means that there could be a lot of opportunities to connect with other people and grow with other people. So if you're doing a lot of things on your own, know that you don't have to do everything on your own. Like reaching out to other people and, letting people know, like, I want your help. Like, I really think that, if we're together, we can help one another. It's really good because that can expand what you already have in your life. So keep that in mind for this year, that partnering with people is going to be very beneficial to you and is going to give you the rewards that you need. And you know what? Sometimes when you partner with new people, it's so much easier to accept changes in your life because those people are going to come in as new people and new experiences for you. So Taurus, I really, 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 really hope this forecast resonated with you, and I really look forward to doing more forecasts with you. Now, if this forecast did not resonate with you and you don't believe that change is imminent in your near future, or even in your present day-to-day life, then please click down onto the other videos that I have. I have other videos in regards to the other signs. There's the 12 signs, so please check out your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign, as well as your Venus sign as well too. Okay, and please subscribe. There's a subscribe button at the bottom in red. This is a new channel, so please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to know more about astrology, about changes that are happening, and yeah, so I look forward to having you on my channel and watching more of my videos. And I want to wish you the best 2019. Good things are coming, changes are coming. Don't hold back. Don't feel like these changes are not something that you can overcome. You can overcome them because you know what? Good things are going to happen for you, okay? So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.